benefits.
Now, you know, something that I've heard in the news a while back, but I don't think I quite understood, I think that there are some changes that happened with Medicaid a while ago. Can you kind of explain that a little bit?
Well, Medicaid had really the first significant change in the last 13 years in February of 2006. The Deficit Reduction Act of 2005 ultimately was passed by Congress and signed by the President and became effective February 8th, 2006. And that changed the Medicaid look back now to 5 years. That also added a couple contingencies as to how gifts are calculated and how the ineligibility is set up, and really changed a lot of viewpoints relative to what assets are protected and which assets are not. For the limited time that we have here, it would be difficult to kind of extrapolate on all of what's happened.
Sure.
But you have to understand that most of activity that was done prior to that date could be grandfathered into the older rules. And this is something that, again, you'd want to put in as part of your planning if you have done some things prior to February 8th, 2006. But the 5-year look back further emphasizes the reason you want to do planning as early as possible, because you may in fact need to get through 5 years now instead of the old look back period, which was 3 years.
So are you saying that if you are starting a life care plan, if you're not, you need to get some counseling with an elder law attorney because you could make a mistake that could ultimately hurt you in the end?
I think that really is true, and we're in a modern society now where consultative services more than pay for themselves, because it's very complex, it's very complicated, and a mistake can be difficult, if not impossible, to undo.
Right.
And an elder law attorney specifically is the one to talk to, because estate planning attorneys may not do a lot of work with these government programs, and therefore will not be as well informed as you would need to have for what you do.
So then, again, there's a real difference between estate planning, traditional attorneys, and an elder law attorney that can guide you through this life care planning process and the very detailed issues that can come up for you as you age.
Exactly. You know, the legal field is becoming very similar now to the medical profession in that you probably need to see somebody that concentrates in that area so that you're going to have the best advice, because they're going to be up to date on all the nuances, because there are always changes coming with both of those programs, Medicaid and VA.